All right, we are back live at 8:24, and it is time to leave the snow and negative temperatures in the rear view mirror.
At least we hope.
I was going to say for now.
With spring right around the corner, now is the time to keep your head on a swivel as we start thinking about severe weather season.
So severe weather preparedness week is this week, and Fox 4 meteorologist Michelle Bogowith joins us with everything that we need to know to stay safe when that severe weather strikes, because we know it will.
It will. It's not a matter of if, but really, truly when you live in this part of the country. So that's how we come into severe weather season, with having a plan, which is the most important thing that you can do. So here are the top things to keep in mind when preparing for severe weather. Okay, so first and foremost, as we just said, have a plan in place. Now, as adults, this is really easy for us because we know where we live, in our house, apartment, like wherever you are, you know what to do.
Right.
But for the little people, your kiddos, they might not know. And to kind of ease the fear that kind of surrounds storm season, it's a really good time to sit down and talk with them today, this week, and make sure that they know what to do. They know where to go, where's their safe place, and what to be comfortable with and what to expect. Because, again, it's a matter of when.
And to practice it, right?
Yes, most importantly to practice it, and we will be practicing it a little later on this week, okay? Also, very important to know where to take shelter. So we've always heard go to the basement. Not necessarily everybody has a basement, so the most important thing that you can do is put in as many walls in between you and the outdoors as possible. So interior room, no windows, stay away from any glass. Usually you have closets or bathrooms in the center of your house that you can go to if you do not have a basement. The next thing, knowing the difference between a watch and a warning. We're going to deep dive into that a little bit more here coming up. But the watches, the warnings, they're issued by county. And most importantly, knowing what county you live in. I mean, that's life-saving, knowing the difference between a watch and a warning, what each mean. And once you hear your county, that means you better be paying attention.
Right.
Exactly.
So, and also, it's a really good idea to know the counties that surround your county as well.
When it's coming closer.
Yes. So maybe the county just to the west of you or down to the southwest of you. Really good idea. Also, have multiple ways to receive your warnings. And we're going to kind of go into more detail about all these different ways because technology has come along so far. And if you don't have multiple ways to get it, I don't know what century you're living in, but there are multiple ways to be alerted to this. And then also having an emergency kit ready to go. I know this is something that you might not necessarily think of, but maybe prep it beforehand, because once you know where your safe place is, having things like a first aid kit, bottled water, closed-toed shoes, that's a very important thing, because if for some reason Mother Nature strikes and you get hit by a tornado and you don't have shoes on.
Right. Broken glass,
debris,
down wires, debris, sharp objects. Yeah.
And it's also a really good idea to also have copies of insurance, your health insurance, homeowner's insurance. Have that in a safe place. Obviously, we know you're going to take your phone with you. So all very important things to keep you and your family safe. So
all the things you wouldn't think about.
Exactly.
You know.
So the whole reason we have this week is to remind you of those things, so it comes to the forefront when we're heading into severe weather season. So let's talk about this with you two. What's the difference between a watch and a warning?
Oh, this is my favorite.
Is it?
Yeah, because I like to use your baking analogy.
Yes.
For a watch, you have all of the ingredients
Yes.
to make a storm or make a cake. So you've got your eggs, your oil, your mix, your whatever. A warning is when they've all come together. You are baking the cake.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it. The analogy sticks with me. It was the best way for me to learn.
Yes, it makes it super easy. So watch means that it could happen. It has the potential to happen. It's not happening right now. It's not but there's the possibility of that. And then a warning means it's occurring, so you need to take action immediately. So we had a little fun. Thought we'd test the newsroom's knowledge. Let's see how our colleagues did.
Watches, maybe warning is something has been spotted.
A watch is when there's the things that could combine to make like severe weather.
Watch is conditions are favorable. A warning is a something has been spotted.
A watch means you should be on the lookout for severe weather that's about to happen. A warning means it's about to go down.
The warning is when it's like actually happening and you need to like seek shelter.
A watch means you have the elements needed for something bad to happen. A warning means the bad thing is actually happening.
Oh, they did so good.
We've all been
job.
listening to you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So let's quickly touch on some of the ways that you can get your watches and your warnings. We're talking about smartphones. Everybody's got a phone nowadays. Smartphones, the outdoor warning sirens that are only meant if you are outdoors for them to be heard. They're not meant to actually be heard indoors. So that's not a good way to get a warning
Yeah, you might
if
not
it's
hear
going
'em.
out. You might not hear it. It depends on the location of that. Obviously, your local media, so you better be tuning in right here to Fox 4 and a weather radio, another good way. So.
Yeah, you can set up that weather radio so it doesn't go off all the time. I know when I first got mine, it was kind of going, it was going off all the time, so I had to lock it down
Oh,
to
yeah.
just the counties around me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see how some of our colleagues did.
The Fox 4 weather app, the Fox 4 news app, and watching Fox 4 News around the clock.
Check Fox 4 social channels and we'll let you know.
From you, from Carly, from Joe. I call. I'll call if we're on the weekend and there's bad weather, severe weather. I'll call up. And go, hey Joe, what's going on? Yeah.
Television and maybe radio.
EAS, phone, radio, television station you're currently watching.
How do I get it? National Weather Service. I have my radio on. I have my TV on. I have both on.
Watch Fox 4, watch Fox 4.
They're so good. Okay, really quickly, the last one, where do you go when taking shelter? Where would you guys go here at the station? Not at home. That's an easy one.
Here at the station, I
You go to the
venture
basement.
to the basement.
Yeah, we go to the basement.
Okay?
Yep.
Let's see how they did. There was a tornado warning here at the station. Where would you go to seek shelter?
Oh my goodness. Probably under my desk. I don't know. No, I mean, we're supposed to go to the basement. I've never been down to the basement. There's a reason I haven't been down there in 22 years.
Underneath the audio booth. Well, I'm not going to go in the basement.
It's probably an unpopular opinion, but I go straight to the basement.
The fallout shelter in the basement.
Well, I'm supposed to go in the basement, but there are ghosts down there, so I don't know what I'll do.
Even if it's creepy, yes, head to the basement. So remember, it is up to you to pay attention to severe weather season, have multiple ways to get those severe weather warnings and the watches and the information that will keep you and your family safe. And don't forget to check in with Kansas City's certified most accurate weather team as we work to keep you safe this severe weather season.
Well, and it was kind of a trick question because we can go to the basement if we're not on the air.
True.
But if we are on the air, there's got to be someone telling everybody else.
Exactly.
So I might be in the studio if there's a tornado warning, unless things get a little too close for comfort. Because we have broadcast before from the basement.
Yes, we have.
In extreme circumstances. So trick question. All right. Thank you, Michelle.